Hi guys, welcome to tutorial 4. Now we're on to my least favourite part, which is putting papers together and into a cover. What I've done to try and make it easier for you to see is I've run a seam of stitching along the cloth cover, so that would be where the papers are going to sit. Then it would cover over that way. If I get the papers, which I've already sandwiched together, just so you can see that work, that would be the central seam. It would come over like this. And I have allowed more room for expansion when we add more page decorations. That is the halfway point. Our next one, I want to come 2 centimetres from the bottom, which is about 3/4 of an inch. And 2 centimetres from the top. We're going to use an existing book and poke down into it, because that way that will sit inside the margin there, and it's going to give you a better chance of getting onto that spine area. What we're going to do is poke down through them with the awl. And you can see you can go right through. I want to make sure they sit nicely on this line. To go for the halfway point, try and align that quite well. I'm going to measure the distance between that middle one and the top one. Mark that up. And then the same with the bottom one. To make my life easier for sewing in, I'm going to try using the crocodile. I do realise that's caused quite large holes in the material. However, on the outside we're going to be putting a piece of ribbon over those holes, so you won't see those. Now we're going to take a large eye needle and some wax thread. I'm going to do 3 lengths, and then to attach everything together we're going to go through that central hole. I'm going to go back up through the bottom hole, back through that top hole, making sure that everything's lining up nicely. Can tighten things up before going back through that central hole, the other side of that thread, that central thread. Now I'm going to jiggle things about to try and get them to sit better and pull things tight. And tie it off with a few knots. I can take those off now. Trim this down. We won't be doing the catch until this is full, but what we can do is do something to cover up these holes and these threads here. I have lots and lots of pieces of Japanese material. We're going to cover that. Initially, to do that, I'm going to use a stick and spray just to hold it before sewing. This stuff goes everywhere, just makes the material a little bit sticky for pulling it over. And then the same on the other side. When that has had a few minutes, you can run some stitching along those 2 edges. You could add borders to your fold over as well, which I might do. I might do a thinner, I might cut it in half and do a thin border on my fold over area. Before we add the closure, our very final part, I want to run through everything I've done so far in this journal. As you can see, it's quite chunky. I've got the matching trim here. That one is the one that covers the stitching. That one's just giving the edge a bit more strength. When you open it up, start with a very plain page. I don't think I've ever added as much to a journal as I have this one. Here we've got this Velcro closure, and then the postcards that flip up that you can write on, the envelope that's glued actually to the back, and a journal card. Here you have the half page with the border that you can write on, a small belly band type tuck spot that's got more journal cards and the material behind it. Journaling page. This time we have the scrap junk mail envelope flip. A spot for another journal card. This flips that way, and then we have a pocket here. I added some of these file folder tabs at the top. another flip, a decorated page only, a pocket with a couple of the journal cards. Those are the circular ones. You can do them so they all go into each other in a little semicircular holder. I chose not to do that. This is the multi-pocket. Then also it had the big side pocket with another journal card. This was the junk mail envelope frame and the journal card made from scraps. All of them have been backed with either the paper, scraps, or some of my own cardstock. A pocket and a journal card, but also that flips open. A small piece of decoration on some of my own paper. The hidden paper clip holds 2 journal cards, this side 1. The flag embellishment, some plain pages, large journal card made from the picture from the book that was deglossed, and my own paper. Another hidden paper clip with a couple more ephemera pieces and the small pocket within the paper clip. And the same on the other side, you have a small pocket, and here you have a small booklet. Belly band with my own paper made into a journal card. On this side, more of the ephemera under a tuck spot, which was simply one of the kit postcards that I shrunk down. Another belly band with some more of the ephemera. Simple page decoration, the booklet. There's plenty of writing space. Another flip from the kit, an envelope with a journal card and a small belly band, a large journal card. A decorated page, a simple paper clip holding in 2 pieces of ephemera. On this side, one of the pockets and my own paper made into a journal card. Straightforward pages just with a small piece of decoration. Same here. We get to our next small book in a deep pocket. Another flag embellishment made just from some spare paper. Small little tuck spot on this page and a bigger pocket on this one, and then that is it. Plenty of writing space in there, not just on the pages but also lots of journal cards and booklets. Now we're going to do our closure. For the closure from eBay, I ordered Chinese frog fasteners, and they're how the Chinese dresses do up. I'm going to place one on there and one on there, stitch it on, and that will be our closure. I might do it that way, that makes more sense to me, having the knot on the left. I need to sew that on, and that is the closure for the journal done. Now I've sewn that on, I hand stitched it on with tiny little stitches. That is our closure, nice and simple. And that's it for this set of tutorials, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.